lyrics make you cry on the song that flows from your eyes. When I own a rolling in the future, why buy a watch now when I'm ahead of my time? I cut off dots if you think I'm the one to lie on, and this line is a feed line, stay sleepless.
Rolex in the future, so I don't need to buy. I don't need no time, so I'm ahead of my. I'm ahead of. Why should I buy a watch whilst I'm ahead of my time? Because I owe a Rolex in the future. How are you sure so Chana Kradi I say you owe a Rolex in the future? But me, I ain't got no Rolex because I don't have time to roll with my ex.
You see, LJ, so you can come on to ladies and gentlemen.
Me can't tell. What church won't say Mobe Brea? What church? Would you
It be like say my boys they like violence too much. My boys they like violence too much, and sometimes I just don't understand. But first of all, let me invite you. We are in Takrady. We came for Western Music Awards, and as part of our activities to support the scheme, we decided to shoot a free music video for the winner of the New Artist of the Year category. So it's morning. I'm actually in my room, and my boys told me that, Brassaman, please come. I said, come for what? Charlie, it be morning. Let me eat my breakfast that I've been served by the hotel. And we are lodging at a place called Harding's Lodge. That's where we came to lodge. Of course, we came here to spend some 2 days to get a music video done. And I asked them, why are you guys calling me? Now my boys tell me that yesterday they have been following the UTV, United Showbiz, and something transpired there. As in something happened there. I asked them, and then they are telling me, oh, Amerado was trying to explain some Lyrical Joe lines in one of his songs, and they think that the understanding from Amerado is different from the understanding of Lyrical Joe. So they are telling me they believe it was like this, it was like that. So okay, let me bring my breakfast here. Come and eat in your room and understand what you guys are really talking about. I mean, take and come on and see it, because one, UTV is so and having been able to get the Essex now, having been able to do that. So what is it that they are talking about? Lappy. Good morning. Morning. What's it saying?
UTV is a seminar, a trouble in Rap. No one and I that have a boo one. You say they family two in you now. You pay. Now, besides, say they are Yaman call ya, you know, waiting at Chesoki. Say this in a call. Now, also, penny Jana, a woman, not all your money. A routine I feel one power. Breakfast cry, we are at Martina.
Most like what is it?
Boss, a niggy piao. Who said run? There was a LG, and Amerado could pee or UTV. And going to me, LG into me uncle. Okay. Because all the project.
Now, you're inviting a day. Was he
inviting? On one casa, making the clear say, be beating a winting uncle. Yeah, because I'm afraid I'm your phone in. Aha, no winting number. By me, now, yes, it was because clash one day. I said clash in the day, but I went to where you winting. Inti no so am pie but say ade dey say wait me amade abeka say bibi na me si kwan dey no excuse me sir inti no incommodity dey cost na pandit ni bi feel say me a coward like Amerado a coward inti na o twen no intem so and no so che say enti sir but we the game plan on now because when we say no or be release album no be release no was so ye be found. Not a timmy a man and attention. No, we are agreeable. It's no, Nina Cosino. Do you planting a game and I don't play the benefits.
I tell you about Macau, maybe you do that some effective.
Yes. Only very much. Yeah, it's in a game, grady, I don't know where you're young idea. And Omubisano about where to work, we say, own Timino near that. I didn't see no. Even though crowd say I'm not for I say English no, I'm the English me compare now. I am no mistake. Because also we to make a brofo in a different way. Obisu to make in a deep way. Obi to me no, say me no te wa brofo obeka. Obeko deep. Yama say 2 obeko 2, but me make 1. What I say? It's we didn't be deep at me doesn't mean say me didn't make sense. It is a me make a here. Now we come brofo now can in metaphoric way. And that means we come in in the same way. And not just say me make a tree no shallow minded. Sana me Amerado a pattern that in. Or make it we reference to LG Bar or say I have Rolex. I own Rolex in the future, so I don't have time. I don't need to buy a watch because I'm ahead of my time.
I know.
The line. I own a Rolex in the future.
I own a Rolex in the future,
so I don't have to buy a watch because I'm ahead of time. And Amerado so betire mu say, and the owl can actually yes are you
wrong.
The owl part say future, meaning you know the future. That is what you want to say. Say watchina. And Amerado say obi any watchina. What I say watchina crown o kasa watchina o na o watchina crown wait me watchina. If you know say you are ahead of time then our party. So and Amerado so be we say okay their line now over the year me so me use the same Rolex me that I am so me there. And also by no make say I Shemin Sao I ain't get no Rolex. Now I say me need Rolex here because I don't have time to roll with my ex. And no credit
no by sana ko no be use
and now oye wo ho na oh and na panit ni na say omo fili and na we na Roland no say omo fili and na we crack say good dog crack say bass oh na dey no say obi kana nto asuma ontimi ka say bass
good dog ma fili
oh Roland so tia say ade na make say like Amerado dey oye no eto asum who do me can say the Amerado shallow? No, it is not shallow. To other person no deep obi so make say o jam kahwe what about that one too it was maybe asema me dey ebe tu wenim na luni it no ono so dey o kan o kan wi ana chairman o na ye pini na wa be no wa kan wa
guys, I'm sorry. I have to drag this. Lucky pass it on to Roland. I have to pass it on. Roll.
Right.
Now said I don't roll with my ex. Rolex. It be.
Yes.
Oh, be. So now, what's the saying?
One say rap no. Rap is just like poetry. And Nina no. Say no kind. Whether you can appeal or can brofu. Nina has to do with how deep you are in the language now we use. And yewo kasa bi wo hono ma obeka and yewo adwen bi wo obetimi adwen ba yesusu a yebehu se oh we mo ha we modu enti yewo kasa bebu. That is why we have like proverbs and wise sayings. Me when o compare nyama mienu na Amerado kana, first of all, me I think say Amerado did his or he had a great disservice by even trying to explain lyrical those lines. Which let's say which unim explanation the crown of mine, you know, should I say lyrical do this not their man over the years it will take Amerado like a decade before he can even understand fully what yeah, lyrical do count.
No, this is not a fair comment.
Oh, you know, you see, when you make a comment, try to discredit somebody's lines in maybe this or no the do justice to it because you are priding yourself as the best or the better over him. So when you want to discredit, Sauka say, oh, or say, Ebia, I'm ashe trousers, and yet it doesn't make sense. So you try to explain why it doesn't make sense, and you give a better explanation to it, or you give an alternative. And no one so I'm ashe trousers, and there was all kind of I'm ashe skirt. You understand? But Amerado wasn't even able to explain lyrical Joe's line no make much less even give a better alternative and say, oh, line we are okay say lyrical Joe doesn't make sense. What you now the buy it makes better sense. And Emusu say you say lyrical Joe he couldn't do that. Just a single line. You couldn't even decipher. Or say I own a Rolex in the future. So I won't buy a watch now because I am way ahead of my time.
That was the line now.
That was the line lyrical used. And Amerado is saying, say, Lyrical Joe, the future is not guaranteed. How can Lyrical Joe say he's way ahead of his time? But Amerado, you are preparing to release your album. You are not releasing your album today.
In the future.
No, but if Amerado is preparing, that doesn't mean he knows.
Wait,
No,
you are preparing to release your album in the future.
The future that he's not certain about.
That you yourself, you are not certain about.
That Jesus can even come today.
Yes. And somebody is talking about the future, and you are saying because the person is talking about something that he owns in the future, it doesn't make sense. Like how? Meanwhile, you shaved yesterday in order to go and sit on television tomorrow.
I see. But how do you understand the lines?
So Lyrical Joe is saying that he will not worry himself to buy a watch now because he owns a Rolex in the future. Because he is way ahead of time. This is it. Where iPhone XS Max. Now the current iPhone is 13 Pro. In 2025, in 2025, maybe there will be an iPhone 15. So Lyrical Joe is trying to tell you that Momo pre 13 and only have home top because our 15 and over 5 cameras. Wo be ba beto no ho. Inti mo nya mo pre ho ha say no. Only mo pre ho because ono odi hini wo da chi. Yes.
59 mile.
59 mile no ono wo. Inti on pre ne ho beto 13 ani miensa. Ope 15 ani 4 and 5. That is what guy is saying. And as I was kind of you see,
you convinced me that
deep to the extent said the guy is not
circle back. You must say, or no, on print home to use phone.
On print home to the amount of has said this is because on no what the chance are that chimo
will target our pen.
Yes. I will be back
to
exactly.
In the sea on top, but what he's targeting is
the future,
the upper one.
Yes,
better than the
13 yes, exactly.
But that's all I'm saying.
Okay, I own a Rolex in the future, so there's no need for me to buy a watch now.
Oh, okay. No, now I think I'm getting it.
Yes,
I own a Rolex
in the future.
And it is a normal watch they say on top because they also share a Rolex.
Yes, which is a bigger and a better brand.
Yeah.
And guy is talking about time travel. You see, time travel, yeah, it is about people who are more or less like the intellect, huge elite, and it is not an average person's thinking.
They look into the future.
They look into the future.
Futuristic.
Yes. So if you say you don't want a Rolex because you don't want to roll with your ex, you are rather talking about living the past and focusing on the present and the future. Which man is already in the future?
No, sir. He doesn't roll with his ex.
He doesn't want to roll with his ex, so he ain't got no Rolex.
Okay, so this I understood it. Sorry guys, there is food. Amerado was just doing wordplay.
Wordplay. Exactly.
But Lyrical didn't answer that wordplay, sir.
No. This is a metaphorically deep thinking.
Yes, yet it didn't make sense.
Nobody is
I don't make sense. So it doesn't make sense.
Yes.
It makes sense.
And Amerado condemning Lyrical do.
Yes, and the lines.
Okay.
No, two didn't make sense.
Yes.
Two didn't make sense. But we are more of wordplay. And a way kind of like a futuristic statement.
Yes.
Still using that wordplay like a double.
Yes, wordplay.
And the Lyrical do get my bad double. Double in the sense that a certain another meaning which is deeper than just the Rolex.
Exactly.
But reading here, a Rolex, no, I don't roll with my ex.
Yes. I don't roll with my ex.
So it's also
Rolex for
my that wordplay. But reading they are double. Or it's Rolex for wordplay. But also it's Rolex to say something in the future.
In the future.
So there was no need to have condemning.
One condemning is how.
No, you are saying
what he said they are he was just basically basing on the English and the Tree comparison now say obi ka brofile feel say o too deep a chain the okay tree because GD say brofo na say they measure intellect what I say and no patch say mumu say we use brofo their cancer same way me so no metimi aka the same thing what I say and no or yes line and he said how can you say something like that whilst you don't know the future means you are planning but only in the ABC or China. So that is his statement, but not necessarily say or condemn what Lyrical says.
You see, in Amerado's mind, in Amerado's mind, okay, say Lyrical Joe is trying to downplay, say, if you are okay, you see, the Amerado has clearly shown, say, even in Chi, no name, bro, like in language, you can make a statement, I will, and because guys said something which is very deep in English. You also wanted to compete, say something which is also deep in English. But in fact, when we put Omumi and statements on scalar, we would know say one is just an average thinker and one is a deep thinker. That's it. Because with
it's always the average thinker.
Oh, Amerado is the average thinker. Amerado Lyrical Joe, a Bible versions are on, and Lyrical Joe, a King James version. Amerado is English.
And
that's it. Because what Lyrical Joe said in his deep thought is just like you trying to decode something from King James. That's how it is.
I see.
Amerado just gave something that an average person or just a worker pass can just understand it. And will just or be understanding of. But Lyrical Joe time travel. You have to read deep. You have to think deep. Understand deeply before you can even decode what he said, and even decode one part of it too.
Not the whole part.
Not the whole part. So Amerado should come again.
Okay.
And one Lapidi can say, now I'm not for Lyrical Joe's running on one platform. Me, I think Lyrical Joe did. Whether he had something to do, that's why he didn't join Amerado on the United Showbiz edition. Me, I think say it was a very good plan. In order not to share the trend.
Okay. He wants to go alone.
Yes.
Until you suspect that next week
Lyrical Joe would go.
Okay, guys. I have to go back to my room. They did not make me enjoy my meal because they're talking here and there. And sorry you could not eat some. It is not really expensive like that, you know. It's a lot, so it's something very affordable. It's something very moderate. You can also eat some in your home if you want to. I get some 2 eggs, get some brown bread, get this way. You hear we came here for this. Production was done by Digital Rasta Currency. The Barbershop TV video, I'm a winner of Western Music Awards, New Artist of the Year. And here now, you're Tobe no. Your co-location, your co-shooting video. Who will talk about now? Share the ability, my friend. Now, your link here. But only as well, friend later. Ability me about region. Now, the IBB. This is Roland Martin. This is Emmanuel RPG. My name is Sammy Flex. We are out of here.